there's a kitten in the background. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day, and I have been for over 5.5 years. I always show up, even if I'm, 5, 10, 15 minutes late. I'm always here. So just double checking. Yeah, okay, so the microphone's right. All right. I'm glad you liked the thing with Andre yesterday. It was so much fun, and he's such a great guy, and he is so knowledgeable. Holy buckets. Anyway, every day we have epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. We have got a fantastic community because of you. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. Heaven help us. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. So there's that. And today's episode is brought to you by the phrase, Lord help. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yeah, you. All right. Calco Squares, what? You never. I try. There's a lot. If I was just showing up and I wasn't doing hair, makeup, nails, art, wardrobe, everything matching, with the questions and everything. Look, if I was just kind of showing up, I'd always be here on time. But anyway, all right. Thank you. All right. Okay, all right, we're going to go through some things today, and there's a reason this is today's artwork, because this is the emotional tone of today. Oh, other hand. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of this today. All right. Starting at 2 minutes, 30 seconds in. Lord help. The Pentagon. Starting at the Pentagon. The Pentagon is in hot water after it demanded that journalists sign a pledge to only report what was authorized for release, or else face all access being cut. Major outlets are sounding the alarm that we're no longer standing at the precipice of fascism, but have now stepped off the cliff. Yes, Uncle Mark. Lord help. I'm glad you liked the art. Dear great Gussie. Oh, Alfie, sweetheart. Al. He's breaking my heart. Basically, somebody downstairs has gone into a room and closed the door, and he will have none of it. That's what's going on. He's breaking my heart. And whoever went in that door is likely to come back out shortly. Anyway. Pentagon, under Keg's breath, la 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 la. Oh, we are, number 3 today. We're going to be looking at non-human Homan, the border czar, whatever garbage. Yeah, that guy. And it turns out, oopsies, he may have done something he shouldn't have done. This is what's going on with the Pentagon. Even in this deck, I don't know if it'll. No, I guess it won't focus. But unusually for this deck, you can really see the expression in this character's eyes of, like, really intemperance. Like, we don't do that here. Sun, Tower. Yes, precious. Oh, Al. I know. They'll come out. Whoever it is, they'll come out. Oh, you are the good Alfie. Yes, you are. You are the good Alfie. You are the good boy. You are the good boy. Yes, you are. You're so good. You are the precious. Where'd you go? Where did you go, precious? Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. And he's done. The good Al. Yep, and he's done. That was that. Okay. This is not going to go over well. This is very shocking. This is the fish rots from the head. No, the fish has rotted from Trump down. And his flunkies and feeling beaten up, and this was boneheaded, and no. Get stuffed. We don't do that in this country. Okay. You're all right, sweetheart. You're all right, good boy. You are the precious. You are the good Al. You are the good Al. Yes, you are. I don't know where your brother is. Oh, the good Alfie. He's the good Alfie. There, well, I'm shuffling. There, he's just checking stuff out. Okay, sorry. Yeah, this is just not. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Yeah, in this country, we don't do this, and we don't step in line. This is a country, and this is the MAGA flunkies or the MAGA faithful, or those who would follow the emperor, would-be emperor, being a part of the cult. But he's just a man. Just a man. And a scumbag, if you ask me. So, I don't think this is going to work too well. Sharon Rice says the major outlets are finally sounding the alarm. About time. Yes, dear. Oh. Okay, here's the thing. Bailey starts it. He always starts it. He always starts it. And then Alfie has to stop it. So I'm not interfering in this, because no matter what I do, I can't stop Bailey from starting trouble with his brother. So I have to let Alfie go. I step in to chastise him, but I'm not going to do anything to Alfie. I know, sweetheart. Your brother can be a pain. I know that. Not tonight, Kato. Yes, today is the first day of autumn. Apparently I'm not doing readings today. I'm just gonna stand here and okay. They think they can get away with anything. But no, they're going to run into legal problems. They're going to run into people will start, even in the Pentagon, there are people who will start leaking. So yes, Rob. This is hold up the cards for round 2. I know. All right, let's at 10 minutes in. Cosmic Goat Lady had was brought something to our attention. I had seen something about this. There was, let me grab this. If I fear as Trump slip up apparently posts ominous private message. Yes, indeed. President Blunderdum himself put out a post that is, shall we say, concerning. There. Do they have the original? Okay, so they've just quoted it. Okay. Can I see the original? No. All right, so I'm just going to tell you what it said. The president posted and then deleted a message to Pam Bondi complaining that nothing is being done about former FBI Director James Comey, New York Attorney General Letitia James, and Democratic Senator Adam Schiff, a day after federal prosecutor Eric Siebert complied with Trump's demand for his resignation for failing to bring mortgage fraud charges against James. Jan says, and then he reposted it. Oh, goody. Amanda says, I can't wait for the day when autumn signs on. We're all crying with joy that this has been brought to an end. I know. There's some speculation that this was meant as a private message to Pam Bondi. But we know Donald Trump campaigned on the idea of retribution, you don't say. And will there be a follow-through? And yeah, so he wants retribution against his political enemies, past and, well, these are mostly past, but I know, Uncle Mark, Watergate seems pedestrian now, doesn't it? Sheesh. So that's interesting. There's texture on one corner of one card. Okay, all right. Perceived political enemies for entertainment purposes only, says Chris Gould. Yes. Can't let it go, huh? Imagine walking around with grudges like that for years. And imagine sending your DOJ out to go after people. You have to punch down that badly. You've made it to the presidency of the United States twice. And you are so pathetic and insecure and mean and small that you're going to send the DOJ after some people who tried to hold you accountable. Yeah, he has a very, you don't need me to tell you this, he has a very twisted idea of what should be and his importance. He doesn't see himself as a president the way you and I think of a president. He absolutely thinks there should be, you know, that big gaudy, I'm sorry, UK, but that huge gaudy state dinner with gold painted everything. He thinks he thinks he should have that. And we don't do that here. But no, he thinks that's what he deserves. And everyone should aggressively go after his personal enemies. The thing is, I'm not even picking up that this is what's going to happen, although it might. It's just he has these fantasies. He's in this. It's hard. It is hard for us to wrap our heads around how pathetic and how small of a person he is. Get a life. Yeah, butterfly love child. Mashed potatoes incident. Jen says ABC Disney lost $1 billion a day since capitulating to him. Yeah, I'm making a. Is the last? I haven't caught up recently. So is the last Star Trek Strange New Worlds, is the last episode of the season out? Because as soon as it is, I'm watching it and then I am canceling. But thank you, Carol. Chaos. Also, he is unraveling. It's bad. It is getting noticeably worse. These are just fantasies. They're so, it's like there's so little to them. His enemies, and they'll be walked out in handcuffs, and they'll do the. No, you're just giving more power to Democrats in the future. That's all you're doing. You're a petulant child. Okay. Oh, yes, the Rapture. I think that's in here too. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. By the way, apparently tomorrow day. Well, let me see if it's in here. We need something lighter after that anyway. Where is it? Paramount, Pope. Oh, I don't see it. We'll just read on it anyway. So, yeah, let's do this. At 1820, get your Rapture shoes on, kids. Yeah, we go. This happens every once in a while. By the way, look, longtime viewers know I was raised Catholic. I've not been a Catholic since I was 16. But I went to Catholic schools, and, you know, I've done my time in the uniform. I've certainly done my time in church. And there are some things I very much know about Christianity. And that is that what's really important is what Jesus said. So all the stuff in the Bible in red in the New Testament, that's the core. That's what matters. Everything else is secondary to what reportedly came out of the mouth of Jesus himself, what he is quoted as saying. Other than that, everything else is secondary. Apparently, there are many, many an evangelical or people calling themselves Christian on the right who haven't twigged that. I'm not even Catholic anymore, and I know that. Anyway, so one of the things the Bible says about, yeah, I know some people in the chat are pointing out was it last night? Becca was saying, yeah, go to a church and just put out some clothes and car keys and piles. Yeah. I believe the Bible says that you will not know the time of the rapture. But guess what? There are people convinced. There are people selling their cars. I kid you not. Because they think they're going to be raptured day after tomorrow. Although it might be tomorrow and day after tomorrow. You know, it may not happen all in one day. I mean, there are a lot of people, you know, it's God. You know, God's famous for his limitations, that he couldn't possibly rapture everyone at the same time. It's just, you know, bottlenecks, cutbacks. Anyway, Deborah says, it says even Jesus doesn't know. Yeah. Chemical Score says, I thought the idea of the rapture didn't appear until the end of the 19th century. It could be. Yeah. Jen says, I'm taking deposits for looking after the pets of raptured people. So, I guess since I'm no longer Catholic, and guess you're watching, and since you're watching me, I will guess that, you know, they might hold it against you. So stupid. So anyway, Amanda's asking, can God fit all of MAGA in his apartment? I don't know. I mean, you know, as I said, God, famous for his limitations. Uncle Mark said, Matt Goo, 2424. Alfie. Oh. A second. Dude. Oh, what is wrong? It's okay. You're all right. There's no need. Why are we yelling? There's no need to be yelling. You're okay. There's no need to be yelling. There's no need to be yelling. Okay, sorry about that. Take care, Maria. Okay, so, the cards. Yeah. It's the rapture, right? And the thing is, though, if you're selling your car because it's the rapture, what are you doing with the money? I mean, what's the point? If you're going, then you leave all material behind. Okay. Other people selling. He's fine. He's just upset. There's a door closed. That's all he's upset about. I'm serious. Yeah, sell your stuff because you're going to be raptured. Your material things. Susan says, that was my question. Why not donate it? Exactly. Okay, you're going to be judged. Some will be judged. Big old justice card. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, yes. Wasn't there something in the Bible, if I remember correctly, something about a camel and the eye of a needle? I'm sure I'm not remembering that. All right, yeah. But okay, I've got everything in order. And insult to injury, and then you go back to work. We all want a vacation, but no. And frankly, I wouldn't want to go anywhere without the kitties. Make sure the kitties are okay. This is ridiculous. But I love the last card being, yeah, and you're going back to work. That's the work-a-day card. That's clocking in and clocking out. Oh, it isn't a donated card, Tishy J. No, there's like a video of people selling their cars. Okay. So, yes, exactly. All right. So speaking of the great Christian right, 2510. Tom Homan. Yes, that jerk. Tom Homan allegedly, entertainment only YouTube. Tom Homan allegedly accepted a $50,000 bribe. And then Trump got into office and the whole investigation went, funny that. What a coinky dink. Tom Homan allegedly accepted a $50,000 bribe as a private citizen from undercover FBI agents. There's video of him pocketing the money. And now the DOJ is saying there's no evidence. You mean like him pocketing the money? Legal experts have said the event presents several legal pitfalls for Homan, even though the FBI declined to indict him after Trump was elected. Surprise! Quote, behind the scenes, Homan wasn't protecting America's borders. He was selling them off to the highest bidder, unquote. According to an MSNBC report, Homan allegedly promised to help the FBI agents with government contracts once he was in office for $50,000. The FBI planned to wait and see if Homan would deliver on the promise before charging him, the outlet reported. The White House, Justice Department, and FBI all dismissed the investigation as politically motivated and baseless. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, Maxwell's legal bestie, said the investigation has revealed, quote, no credible evidence of wrongdoing, and we totally believe him. Michael Cohen weighed in, what do you call a video of a man pocketing $50,000 in cash and offering government contracts in return? If that isn't credible, then nothing is. I don't always agree with Mr. Cohen, but I do on this. So, Homan, hey. The dumpster fire administration may have decided not to follow up on this, but is somebody in future going to have a look at if you actually, because once Democrats have some chances, it was on video, yeah. Once Democrats have some power, then not only will they have access to the video and all this stuff, but they will also be able to look to see if you did give contracts to those people. But you are, all about, you absolutely must remove everybody in the country who isn't here completely legally. You absolutely must, because the country and the rule of law. Justice card, Wheel of Fortune. Just give it time. Judgment. We won't forget. Queen of Cups. It will leave you a day late and a dollar short once you don't have the orange scumbag and his ilk protecting you. You have the government protecting you. Yeah. have some explaining to do. Yeah, I understand. I think there was a question up here about, will they actually do something? I'm afraid I don't know what happened to the question. I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. Deborah. Yes, but will they do anything? That's the question. They've let a lot of stuff slide. I do think times are changing. The next, I believe there will be a Democratic president. I do. I honestly do. And the Attorney General is not going to be a Garland. No. And the future president will be asked over and over and over while running, will you put an Attorney General in that will actually do the work? Will be asked over and over and over. It will be a major demand if that person wants to get into office. So, ding, Lena has a good point. If he took a bribe from an undercover agent, allegedly, then he took bribes from others. Yeah. Chris Cool says $50,000 and $100 bills is a stack 2 1/4 inches high. It's about like that. Subtle. You okay, boo boo? You and your brother. He's all upset, and now he's worked you up into a lather. You big nut. Do you have to attack your brother? Really? Do you really have to? No, you're not getting hold of. I made scones last night. You're not getting one, my friend. Oh, is he interested? No. Put that over there. Getting my scone. All right. Oh. All right. At 32:20, Natalie had a question. Oh, there's the Rapture. Oh, goodness. There, I couldn't see it. All right. So that question about the Rapture was from Natalie. I came across a video that was talking about MAGA Christians preparing for the Rapture event on September 23rd or 24th. You know, they call it the Feast of Trumpets 2025. You think Donnie's going to be raptured too? Really? I haven't seen that. Do they actually think? Do they actually think that Donnie is going to be raptured? I mean, I realize that, you know, fools and whatnot, but that's a whole other level. All right. Anyway. Now this next thing is infuriating. It is stupid and it is infuriating. At 33:30, we have days we can't even get cats involved. We don't see them. We don't hear from them. We even when we want to see cats. And then we have days like today where it's just like, cats. Hi. Hello, sweetheart. Would you mind? Okay. Make this 34. What a mess. All right. This is infuriating. So it is expected. Various outlets are reporting. This question is from Tammy. But the various outlets are reporting that Dumpy is going to go public today, if he hasn't already, to say that entertainment only, I do not believe this. This is wrong. And I don't know how to say this without YouTube having a flip out. But basically, the current president of the United States of America is going to come out and say that autism is caused by taking Tylenol. And that they have a cure for it. testing. Nothing. No. And I'm guessing what causes it, the cure, yeah? Because what it really is, magic. Thank you, Jane. Yes. OFFS. Danielle says OMG. Yes. Yes, Shauna. Autism is literally genetic. Yep. Yes, it is. Entertainment purposes only. I'm not saying this. I think it's full of baloney. There's so many people who want hope. They want medical breakthrough. And you scumbags are just going to show up and be like, yeah, I think it's that, and the vaccines, and studies. I don't have any studies. I don't need studies because I just know. There's the country. We need real medical stuff, and look at that. Studies that will prove that this is a load of hogwash. Oh, no. It's not. The cure isn't taking the acetaminophen. Apparently, that's what causes it. And I agreed. What was it about a lawsuit in 3, 2, 1? Yes. So sorry. I'm trying to give you credit for your comments. There it is. Grace was saying lawsuit in 3, 2, 1. What company owns Tylenol? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and there are morons who are going to believe this. Do not believe this. Do not believe them. Do not. Oh, yes, that must be it. He would never steer us wrong, our great the Fuhrer. And his bludgeon. Oh, wait, you mean like medical people over here? Nah. What a load of hogwash. What they're saying the cure is some prescription, something that, no. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Amy. Tylenol is owned by Kenvue, a company that was spun off from Johnson & Johnson in 2023. Kenvue or Kenvue, probably Kenvue, is now a publicly traded company and has become the largest shareholder of Tylenol. Okay. Yeah, Bernie saying Johnson & Johnson McNeil Labs is where. Okay. So, yeah, lawsuit is going to turn into. Lewis says, let me guess, Dumpty has stock on the cure, probably, which isn't a cure. All right, sweetie. Lawsuits. Oh, it isn't ivermectin. It was something else. I don't have it written here, but there's a link in the description. There are actual medical studies that can prove what's really going on. But yeah, just grift and lie and ignore science. Oh, this will be great. There will be a handful of people. I wish it was just going to be a handful, but there will be in a country with, we're pushing up near 350 million people. There will be on that scale, a handful of people who will actually be like, yes, he would never steer us wrong. And then there will be the lawsuits. Now Bailey's crying. Amy says, I feel this is going to go very badly for them. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Because the crazy just keeps crazying. This is the tone for today. What? I almost used, I've got these cute birds in autumn trees that I was going to put in. If I hadn't found these, I would have used those because the birds were both like, it's like almost the expression was, what? Huh? All right. Trump has threatened Afghanistan. What could go wrong? Trump has threatened Afghanistan to give us back Bagram Airfield, or bad things will happen, all caps. We lost Bagram Airfield when he did all the things he did and turned it over to the Taliban. Yeah. So maybe he's itching for a war. I don't think I don't know that he wants a full-blown war, but I do, because that could look bad for him, especially since he wants his Nobel Peace Prize. But bad, all caps, bad things will happen! Exclamation point. He thinks if he scares, he's just like, boo, and he scares them, that they'll be like, take it. There's no war here. No. But he wants it back. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. No. It's done. Sharon says, thank you, Autumn. I was just writing that. True, Jamie. He needs more distractions. Yeah. Whew. Thank you, Amy. Military base in Afghanistan, formerly used by the U.S. and coalition forces. It was built by the Soviets in the 1950s and served as a hub for operations in the 80s Soviet-Afghan War. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Amy. It's just a bunch of, the card for the reading. Okay, it's loud. Lovers, devil, and then it just page of wands. The big king emperor, as big as I wish, demand and then it just, so it just goes away like the same way that everything else does. That's what I'm getting there. Oh boy. Okay, so shall we move on to Governor I don't want to call him Satan. I used to use a different nickname for him, and I honestly can't remember what it is, and that makes me feel good that I don't remember exactly. 45 minutes in. New College of Florida, not a New College of Florida, but New College of Florida, which is the thing, is installing a CK, Saint Charlie statue. Yes, indeed. The governor of Florida has promised serious consequences for anyone who attempts to deface it. Who cares? Pudding fingers. There you go, Dorinda. There we go. I can't remember what I used to call it. Go-go boots. Pudding fingers. Anyway, so are they really going to... Oh, it feels like, yeah, there really is. Matter of fact, I think somebody's either finished it or is working on it or something. Amy says, dear, can we put CK quotes on the statue? That's what we should do. Tracy says it's really sad down there. Never Never says Governor Kitten Heels. Actually, have you seen his lifts? They're massive. They're high heels. Do you remember the one in cowboy boots? Or that you could see that he just had his like on a super high heel. It was just his toes holding him up because the lifts were so high. All right, they're emotional and okay. There's look, we know what he said. It's not a secret. You're on your own over there. Whatever you're going to do to make yourself feel better, it's done. So it's over. And then we just have 5 of Pentacles, Dumpy the man trying to stir stuff up, and it's all minor arcana. For all this talk, see, I would have thought that this would have some legs to it, but the more cards I pull, it just is saying that this whole St. Charlie thing is just going to blow over. That's what I keep getting. It's surprising, and I'm like, I would think they'd hold on to it as long as possible because they would get some traction from it, or it would be calling everybody in, but For instance, Gavin Newsom is actually 6'3". And yes, release the files, release the Epstein files. Yeah, they're so dum dum dum. It costs some money, and there's a waiting for the ship to come in, and yeah, it's a new day. Waiting for the ship to come in. This will be our new dawn. Raymond says Nebraska's about to be the first state to ever go bankrupt. But they've been talking about that since early this year. Is it actually close to happening? I have no idea why I have an itch right here. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I mean, it'll still be a thing. It's not going to disappear completely, but yeah, this whole thing is it doesn't have the staying power that you think it might. That's what I'm picking up on. So, all right. Let me see. All right, so the next question was from Deb at 50 minutes in 50. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Do you remember Enrique Tarrio? Yeah, him. And I know you remember Tucker Carlson. Two awful people. Yeah. Anyway, those two are speaking out against the snuffing out of free speech. And even Ted Cruz said, Democrats are going to be in power at some point, and we Republicans, we don't want them to silence us, so we better not push for Ted Cruz. Enrique, Tarrio, and Tucker Carlson saying anything that I might vaguely agree with. It's most distressing. Jen says a lot of the red hat types are speaking out about free speech. Yeah. Brianna says, okay, I did not have that on my 2025 bingo card. Thank you, Duranta. Snopes says Nebraska can't go bankrupt. Because of the state constitution, farmers there have been hit hard, however. Yeah. They can be effectively bankrupt. But if they can't file for bankruptcy, then they can't they don't have the ability to restructure their debts in the same way, unless there's something statewide that allows them to do that. So yes, thank you. Like and subscribe. Yes, it is free. So, free speech, huh? What I'm getting, all right, this is part of our Constitution. They've been dancing around on the other side about this. And I'm going to skip the middle card for a second. Then we have the Emperor and his DOJ or Pentagon flunkies. So will they continue to stop criticism of the man with the tiniest? Probably, yeah. But people just start, this is in the center. There are too many of us. You can't stop us all from talking. You can't. So, oh, Lewis says, I lost Sebastian. Really? Let's see. Speed test. Buffering. That's odd. My internet's working. I'm doing a speed test. It's in and out? Huh. And again, I don't have a warning. Usually I get a warning. I wonder if it's StreamYard. I'm connected. All right. Now I'm getting low internet warning. I'm sorry about that. All right, we're working again? Okay, all right, looks like... Oh, I don't think they're coming for us. I don't. I'm just... Okay. That was weird. Thank you for letting me know that it's pixelated. Okay. All right, you know what? Yes, Lewis. Here, I'll put this up. The Rapture Jewish space lasers interfering. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it for today. It's 1:03 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on Creative Sprints. Please remember you're not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. And I'll just see you later. It's going to be okay. All right? So take care.